Hello everyone, it's Christine from Christine Stamping Spot back with you for our last Mystery Monday video of November. Do you believe it? We are going to be in December soon. Oh my goodness. So today I wanted to do another project with this Humble Home bundle. And as mentioned before, if you saw a previous project I did with this, the bundle comes with a stamp set and a punch as opposed to some dies. So you've got some really, really cute images in here and some different houses you can create, and the punch will punch them out perfect. So I love this bundle. And we are also going to use the Peaceful Evergreens dies. And in particular, I will show you the Peaceful Evergreens bundle, if you're looking for it, is here on page 24. I have used both of these so much this season for cards and projects. Peaceful Season as well as Peaceful Evergreens, and we're going to use some of these dies in here. And if you're looking for Humble Home, it's also in our mini on page 46. So last I knew it was on back order, I believe until the beginning of December, but I have to double check that. But it is a really, really fun bundle to use as well. Okay, so I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to do something really fun, and it is a shaker card today. Can you see that? This was a project I found by Karen Henderson of, what is her website? Furry Cat Designs. She's a demo in the UK, and I switched up her design a teeny bit. I love the colors that she used. We're going to use some Pool Party, Espresso, Early Espresso, and Basic White. And it's a shaker card. I don't know if you can see that, or you can probably hear it, but everybody loves interactive cards, and I thought this was just perfect. So I'm going to show you how we're going to put this together. Okay, so we are going to start with a piece of Pool Party cardstock, which is 11 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2. So our orientation will be this way, is how our card will open. So I'm going to set this aside for a minute. Okay, and then for our, I'm just going to bring my silicone mat in here. To start, I cut a piece of basic white cardstock, and I will post these measurements for you. And I cut out an aperture with our Stylish Shapes dies. I used the squares. If you wanted to do a different shape, you could. And then once that was cut out, I ran it through the Soft Sky. Is it Soft Sky? Snowflake Sky. Oh my gosh. The Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder, which is a carryover from last year, but I just love it. So I ran that through, and we have some snowflakes on there. Okay, so then we're going to flip that over, and then I cut out a piece of a window sheet. So we are going to put this right over the aperture to seal that. So we're just going to put some adhesive all around here. And I don't do shaker cards very often, but I love them when I do them, so I really should try to do them a little more often because they are awesome. Okay, so let us put our window. Now you have to watch for this because it's so clear you can lose track of where you put it on your work surface. So just be aware of where you've placed it down. Okay, hang on, getting my fingers stuck. Okay, so we're going to put this over top of that open square. Okay, so this is sort of like our window. Okay, so our snowflake sequins that we're going to put in there will be self-contained in there. So to do that, we are going to add some of these foam strips. These come in a package of 2 foam adhesive strips. They are a must for shaker cards. They're so awesome. So all you do is you peel them off, and we're going to put them just underneath the opening here. Excuse my head, I apologize. We're going to put them just under that opening. And you're going to tear it off, and then we're going to go to the other side. Let's see if this is long enough here. Not quite. I'm going to pull off another piece. Okay, so there are these long strips here. I'm going to pull them off and then just rip them into the size that you need. Okay, so let's put this one, we'll put it right there. Go a little bit past that window. And then we'll put this one here next to that. And the whole point is you want to be able to create kind of a little nook there for your sequins so they don't spill out all over the place. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And because they're adhesive, they have a little strip in here. So before I pull that off, I am going to add my sequins. Now you could use whatever you have on hand. I had these retired snowflake sequins, but you could use whatever. Even if you wanted to punch out a bunch of little snowflakes, or if you have some sequins from before, or any color, anything you want, you can put in here. It can be punched images, it can be sequins, it can be whatever. So these are really sparkly. So I'm not going to put a ton in, but I'm going to put enough that you'll be able to see them when they shake. So probably something like that. You can always add or take them out if you're not quite sure. Okay, so now we have those in, so I'm going to peel off this backing from those foam strips. And then what I did was I took another piece of Pool Party cardstock, and I also embossed it in that Snowflake Sky embossing folder, if you can see that, right? So I am going to put this on top of that adhesive, okay? And that is going to seal and keep our little snowflakes in place. All right, so now if you shake it, there they are. Got lots of snow coming down. Okay, isn't that fun? I just love shaker cards, they're so fun. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to adhere this piece on top of a piece of early espresso. But you could do that, or you could put your espresso on first, which is I think what I might do, on top of your base. Okay, so we're just going to center that on top of our base here. Sort of eyeballing it a little bit. I think these two colors together are really, really neat. Okay, so this part of our card is already raised, so I'm just going to put some dimensionals along the top and along the bottom, just so that it's all sort of popped up together. Now you might need to put some minis depending how you attach your backing there. So let me just put a couple of minis here. I might have to stack them because they're a little bit lower. So that's actually what I'm going to do. If you ever find your dimensionals aren't popping up your image quite as high as you would like, just add another one on top. And that will give it that extra cushion. Even if you need to add 2 or 3, you know, they will stick to each other. So there's no problem with that. Okay, so I'm just going to do this here quickly. Okay, and then I think I can probably just use some regular ones here towards the bottom. And I might double these up as well because this shaker portion is really popping up. Okay. This is probably the fiddliest little part, but it's so worth it. Your recipient's gonna love this. They're not gonna want to throw this card away. And shaker cards are great for so many occasions, right? Especially birthdays too. They're so much fun. People just love them, especially kids. So if you've got, you know, a little one in your house, or a niece or nephew or somebody, you know, a really cute birthday set with some dies like balloons or something like that, you could always fill with some sequins and a window sheet, and then that would be fun for them. They could probably just spend hours shaking it. Okay, so now this we are going to put on top of that espresso. That's going to leave a little bit of that espresso. Whoops. Did I forget to... Just checking all my backings are off. I think they are. Okay, so let's try to stick this down like so. Give a little press, and there you go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to add these little decorative bits. Now, some people would put them underneath the window sheet, which is fine. You can definitely do that. But I wanted to have them on the outside, like Karen did, because that way you actually see them and you've kind of got the snow falling in the background, right? So for that, I'm going to bring out the 2 die cuts I did from that Peaceful Evergreens bundle. So these are the dies, and I cut these out of some old shimmer, or what is it? Sparkle glimmer paper, I guess, but you could do them out of just regular cardstock or silver foil, whatever you wanted to use. I just wanted something a little bit sparkly, and I did cut that out with an adhesive sheet just because it's so delicate. I mean, you could try just adding glue, but I thought, well, with the window sheet, I didn't want glue all over it. You know, I'm a little particular that way. Now I've got a couple pieces of adhesive on here. Let me try to get all of it off. I had some scraps that I wanted to use up, so that's what I did. Okay, so this, I'm gonna just lay this over the white and right on the left side of that window sheet, and just press down, and it adheres right to that window sheet. Okay, so there you go. And then I cut a smaller one. Oh, let me just see. I think I've got a couple little bits here I didn't poke out. Just saw that at the last minute, but that's okay. Okay, stick that down. And then I cut out one of the smaller ones. Now, if you wanted to add an extra tree in the back or whatever, you could definitely do that. I just went for 2. But you could certainly put one like behind the house peeking up, but I wanted to leave a little bit of room so you could see that embossed paper and those sequins back there. Let me see if I can get this adhesive sheet off. Your take your pick is just the best tool, I tell you. Definite must have. So if you have somebody on your Christmas list that is a card maker or scrapbooker or just a crafter, any sort of crafting, this would be so handy. Our little tool. Okay, so this one I'm going to put on the right, and I'll just overlap that a teeny bit as well. Just give that a little press so it sticks to the window sheet. Okay, so there you go. Right, so it's coming together. Oh, I love this. Okay, and then I took that image from the Humble Home stamp set, this one here, and I embossed that on early espresso with white embossing powder, and then punched that out with the coordinating punch. So this is what it came out like, and I'm going to pop this up with some dimensionals as well. Maybe I should just do some minis. Maybe I'll just use some minis, and then it won't pop up as much. Either way would work. Whatever you feel like. You can do one of each, or if you were to make 2 of them. And once your pieces are all cut and embossed and ready to go, it does come together fairly quickly. Okay, so we have our little dimensionals there. So I'm going to put this right up against the edge there of that aperture and just gently press. And see, it is raised a little bit, but not too much. Oh, I love it. Like your little snow cabin. And then I did a greeting on Pool Party with the white embossing powder. And we have a Merry Christmas right in our stamp set. So that's awesome. And that is also going to go on with some dimensionals. Or you could, you know, if you were to pop off a little gift to a neighbor or to a friend, you could do up this card, and here's one from our house to yours. If you were taking over a little basket of goodies or some cookies or something like that, that would be really cute too. Okay, so we're going to center this down here. And then we're going to add a bow. So this is from the Silver and Gold Trim. Now this is 1/8 of an inch, and you get both of these in a package, and they are actually in our large annual catalog if you're looking for them. They're not in the Holiday Mini, and I have used these again a ton this season, just as little accents on cards. They're great for tying up little bags and things like that. Really, really cute. So I did a silver one, and we're just gonna pop that on with some glue dots. And let's see, here we go. Okay, so we will add that just by our greeting. Now, where do I want this? Because I'm gonna cut these tails. I think they're a little bit too long. Make them a little bit smaller so we can see our greeting. There we go. That's a little better. And then last, if you want, you can add a teeny bit more bling by these iridescent faceted gems. These are also in our annual catalog, and they just give off such a beautiful sparkle, and they're fairly flat. So, you know, they don't really pop up a ton, so that's good. And you can just add these anywhere just to give that extra teeny bit of sparkle if you wanted. You don't have to, but who doesn't love sparkle over the holidays, right? Whoops. And there you go. There is our shaker card. So fun. So, so fun. So I hope you'll give this a try. A really fun project, and I think it looks amazing. And try it with different colors too. You never know what it'll turn out like, right? Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that project, and we will see you again next week. Have a great week, everyone. Bye for now.